came in year 2019. I came on foot because I know some people come to Germany or to Europe usually by ship or by desert. So that is how we came.
Ja, wenn wir richtig aufgestellt ist.
Los geht's, Elvis!
Nicht hinterherlaufen! Selber rückwärts! Jawohl! Und nicht festhalten!
Rechte setzen. Elvis, ruhig bleiben.
Africans like rhythm, they like dancing, you know, they shout, they pray, you know, roaring, everything, you understand? There and here is different. Just they sing, so it's just like Sudan. But the worst thing is when you go to the football stadium, these very poor people who like are quiet, they express emotions, you're like, what's happening?
Today I have as a guest Elvis Obie, a master's student at Friedrich University, Jena, here in Germany. Elvis is also a judo player here in Germany. So today, Elvis will be sharing with us his experience so far here in Germany. I welcome you to see Deutschland through the spectacles of Elvis Obie. My name is ItsaGoodLifeMacjoe, and I always say it's a good life, make it really count.
I am Elvis Obie. I come from Cameroon. Presently, I am a student in the Friedrich University, Jena. It's found in Thüringen. Concerning my age, we are Africans, so I prefer to keep that in a basket. Africans, you understand better. Came in year 2019, so this should be 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. This should be my 4th year. How did I come? I came on foot. No, I'm kidding. I came on aeroplane. Normally, I was to study chemistry at the Technical University of Clausthal in the northern part in Niedersachsen. And while beginning, I had to start with German language, and on doing that, I had to apply to other universities. That's where Jena came to my mind, where I could study in English. And on doing that, they gave me the opportunity to study in Jena. So as I was finishing my language course, I just drifted to Thüringen. And that's how I came here, since this is my 3rd year in Thüringen. And so far, so good. Yeah, so many times, but not usually from Africans, but usually from our European fellows, especially those who work at the social services, who are my very good friends. They say, how did I come? And I also like answer like a joke on foot, but I catch up very fast, so it's normal. Because I know some people come to Germany or to Europe usually by ship or by desert. That's why I just like want to say, that's why I said on foot, just to globalize things. So that is how we came. Religion, that is, well, first of all, Germany is a religious country. I personally am a believer, I'm a Christian. But I came to realize, so I was mostly in the Christian aspect, not to diverse elsewhere. I read something very funny in Germany, is that when I go to church, you know, in Africa there, we have this experience like Africans like rhythm, they like dancing, you know, they shout, they pray, you know, roaring, everything, you understand? So we are used to rhythm, but when we came here, man, it was not easy, it was really rough, because we're like confined, like in one-dimensional. It was very difficult, because it was not to disrespect, it was as though we were like in a Catholic mass. If you come for full gospel or evangelism mission in Africa, there and here is different. The worst thing is when you go to the football stadium, these very poor people who like are quiet, they express emotions, you're like, what's happening? So in parties in the football stadium, it's different. I don't understand, but it's the same person. Social life in Germany. Okay, first of all, I should say Germans are very good people. Sincerely, they are very nice people and very polite. I always try to do a comparison. between where I come from and where I am presently. For example, the way animals are being treated here and back home is totally different. Let me give you an illustration. At times you can see someone pushing like a wagon. You will expect that inside there's a baby. But when you draw closer, you might see a dog or a chihuahua. And the treatment they confer to these animals is really astounding, and such that brushing of the teeth, yeah, they brush teeth of dog, everything that you think that they can do for human being, they will do it for that dog. I have nothing against dogs, but it's like it's a new way I'm discovering. So that creates like a form of a cultural shock. I'm not judging them, I'm just expressing what I observe. And coming to the way the human beings themselves, they interact, they are very polite, I should admit. But they are the type that Germans, that they say, mind your business and mind my business. You can be like in a tram or in a train. Nobody creates eye contact. You are there, you close up your ears with your headset. You are there, you don't, so nothing happens. Whereas back home, when you are in a taxi, you must not know the person who is by your side before you. So by the time you're entering the third taxi, you have talked to maybe 10 people. But yeah, it is mind your business. The weather really, I remember when I just came here in Germany, my first experience, you literally slept with jackets. It was really rough. I lost most of my hair. My hair really got lost. Even my classmates who came, they had the same experience. And we had now to adapt what to use, what to eat, what not to eat because of the weather. I came in the winter semester. So winter semester begins from October. So that is when autumn is like giving way gradually for winter to approach. So there must be a particular cold. I came but in Stuttgart. I tell you the truth, I knew I was coming into Germany. I just wore my normal trousers, nothing inside, my normal shirt and a particular shoe, no socks. My God, I came. By the time I came off, all my body was white. That was the first thing in finding a partner. Ever since I came here, up to now, I am still single. It's not because I'm not interested in relationships. It's just because it's like very crazy. It's very difficult to come across like a partner. You know, maybe I can go ahead to explain why it's difficult, because coming from a different race and having different values, it's easier to cope with somebody who shares the same ideologies with you. So this difference, so when you come into a foreign land, it's true you can find somebody, but it makes it very, very difficult because two cultures must merge. And so one part dies, one part of you dies, and this part dies, and it comes together. That is very difficult. And also, people are very busy. They really work hard, and that can be a factor which makes them not really have time for that, and they might prefer to go to dating apps. Fortunately or unfortunately, I don't happen to use dating apps, and that makes it again more complicated. On the other hand, some people can also find their partners like in churches. The worst is that despite all this, people who share their values or their race or whatever the case, are few. So the search must be very rigorous. But up to now, I'm still searching. Yeah.
So we don't know how long you will search. How long? I hope you don't just for eternity, my brother.
My brother, I don't know.
Let's pray about it.
When I came here, I didn't have white beards, but look at me, they will be pushing up. So you can just imagine.
So, oh my goodness! So it means that we are hoping that you will not search forever.
I'm telling you, no, it's coming. It's on the way. No, she's on the way coming. Yeah. Racism, that is a very sensitive word, and everybody fears that word. So I'll approach it critically. To be honest, ever since I stepped foot here in Deutschland, I have never and ever experienced that. On the other hand, I'm going to give like a general perspective. So there's one time I went to one country, which I will silence the name. I went there to our embassy. I had some paperwork to do there. And while coming back, my train took longer, so I had to wait at the Bahnhof. How do you call Bahnhof again in English? At the train station. Thank you. So while there, I was roaming around like a wanderer, it's true. So the police now like approached me. It seemed like somebody had called the police that there's somebody going around like, you know, a black in that matter. So the police approached me, asked me, is everything okay? I said, yes. They said they saw me going around, so they were worried. I said, no, there's no issue. I'm waiting for my train. I'm just new here. I'm just like, I have to get back. I presented them my documents, my German documents, everything. They were fine. Then, all of a sudden, the police there first like scanned my documents. Everything was fine. Then, it took this particular lens, the type used in movies to examine diamonds that they put on the eye, like examined like my passport with one eye. And honestly, in this life, I should tell you, I am very patient to a fault. But there are some things which I think, things which touch the very core of that which makes you, at times you live from white to red. I became red at that instant. I said, but why are you doing that? He says, no. I said, but I explained everything. I gave you documents. Germans don't do false things. I did. I show you everything. Why do you examine that? I answer everything. Why? Then, as we're speaking, I just said, is it because I am black? They're like, like, withdrew. I felt like my dignity was washed away and I just had to do something. It might not have been the best approach, but at times it was the least I could do. And they understood that I did not say to somebody, but that I really felt insulted. And it was also embarrassing because like seeing somebody there, police come in, they already think that you'll be like a terrorist or otherwise. So I might not blame them because they were doing their job. Because people also do rough things. It happened, those things happen. We are human beings. So everybody learned his lesson. Maybe they learned how to approach a stranger, what to say and what not to say, what to do and what not to do. I also learned also from experience. So as an African, when you come to Europe in general or to Germany, you have to fortify yourself because things like that will likely happen. And when it happens, then you have to know why you are here. Because when you know why you are here, you will overlook many things. He will not tell you anything. So that was what I draw from this experience. Yeah, but it's history. Yeah, thank you. About expectations. Before I came to Germany, I had this notion that like money, everywhere there's money, there's money, there's money. So when we were seeing people from over there, we always think of, we see them like the incarnations of money. Yeah. It's true that there's money here, but when I came, really things changed. My paradigm changed, and the surprises came like a swarm of bees sting from all directions. So I had to adjust the way I see things, and I'm grateful for that. At first, my visions were just so broad, but as you come here, I become like canalized. You start to know where you're going to, why you're doing it, why, the what, the when, and that is that which makes me more sharper than ever. I believe, not that I can simply guess, that a goal is important. So coming to Germany should be to increase in monetary terms. Because yes, you might want to have that money, yes, you have the money, but if you don't increase value in you, personal value, you might, in the long run, you will not be needful to the society. And in this place, Germany gives you the opportunity to really progress to your maximum level. Just taking for instance, the educational system is just so conducive because the fees are almost reduced to favor everybody. The institutions also, they are really valuable in research, many things. And if you are here and you don't excel far, I don't really know where you can excel. Well, I'm not like condemning the rest, but for me personally speaking, it's really interesting. And again, other aspects also, I've added other values like ich kann Deutsch sprechen jetzt. Yeah, I can speak German, but I'm still working on that. I learned also to play some other tools like the piano, a guitar. I can ride a bicycle. I could not do that. It's not like I could not do it back home, but Yeah, it was easier because the conditions were just so favorable for things to happen. And it's just like all of a sudden. So that's what Germany gives you, left for you now to grab it, because once you know the why, the how will show up easily. So that is the issue. So always stick on the why. In the future, it's very brief. For now, I want to close up my master's studies. Yeah, that's my main thing. After that, to become an asset to this community or to this country or anywhere I may find myself, because the life is very funny. And hopefully not to wait for that person forever. So maybe I might have luck or grace. Okay, dear viewers, this was just a little part, a compression of my little experience here in Germany so far. Many more things are going to come, but I hope you find a way in this, my message, to take up that which you can take. At the end, do not sweat the little stuff, because it's all small stuff. And as MacJoe will say, it's a good life. Therefore, make it count.